I'm Jake Cuthbert, president of Educo Advisor Group and a certified financial planner. With 20 years of industry experience, I know a thing or two and have seen a thing or two about our industry and some pitfalls. Today I want to talk to you about 5 things that you should not be spending your money on in your 50s. So number 1 is financing a lifestyle that you can't sustain. What this means is sacrificing some short-term satisfaction, knowing that it could have a huge impact and a much greater impact for the longevity in retirement, and making sure that your money outlives you and not the other way around. In your 50s, chances are you've worked for 20 to 30 years already, have a career, so it can be easy to think that I now deserve certain things, and that may be the case. But my caution would be to sacrifice that short-term satisfaction for the next 30 years to make sure that you're not stressing out when you're 80 years old and the money's starting to get tight as inflation and other financial instability has crept into your life. Number 2 would be high interest debt. There's no hard and fast rule. We have our own theories, and I won't get into the numbers in the video, but certain high interest debt is really going to blow up a good financial plan. And really where we kind of need to position that is having, a risk versus reward conversation in, does that money work better for me compounding, or is it better in that debt instrument? And studies have proven, and we've seen it over the past 20 years, that high interest debt can be a real killer in your 50s. And number 3, this one is pretty frustrating to me, and that's supporting adult children beyond reason. At some point, we all want to help our kids. As a father of 2 boys, I will do anything I can to help my kids, but when it starts to become a drain on your retirement and you start to make sacrifices with your kids, that eventually you've got to let them off the payroll. Now, I'm not saying that things don't happen and there's not some real bad things that need addressed, but when they keep coming back to the well time after time and there's no changes from that side, it's time to have a good conversation and a tough conversation, knowing that you're acting because you care, but you got to cut the purse strings. Number 4, investments you don't understand. There are some complex products out there. There are new shiny investments coming out day after day. You can't listen to your friends. You can't listen to maybe some content creators because you don't know what their situation is. You don't know how it plays into their overall picture. You need to figure out how it plays into your financial picture. So if you can't explain it, chances are you shouldn't have a position in it. The biggest one that I would cite, and I'm not knocking anything, this is not an endorsement, nor is it a non-endorsement, but crypto is a very difficult thing to understand. And that's one of those things where if you can't explain it, chances are you should stay away. So I would say those more complex investments or the newest, shiniest thing out there, because you may hear all the success stories that have come from that. What you're not hearing are all the folks that have had a negative or something like that negatively impact their personal situation. Finally, number 5, buying things to impress other people. Yeah, the designer handbags are great. The designer shoes are fantastic. The bigger house is cool to have. But at the end of the day, it's a nice to have and not a have to have. So I think sacrificing that shorter term satisfaction for a longer term, more beneficial result for your financial future in your 50s, the impress factor really doesn't have a huge impact. Your 50s aren't the time to look wealthy. That's the retirement red zone. You're looking to get the ball across the finish line. So I think if there's a common thread in all 5 of these, it's that the shorter term satisfaction far outweighed by the longer term result. So in order to make sure that your financial independence is confident, there needs to be some changes made in your 50s, and some of the spending should be controlled and just kind of monitored. Not that we're trying to budget, but should be monitored in order to have a long-term success in a financial plan. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to Educo Advisor Group for more tips on overall financial planning, wealth management, and making informed financial decisions.